Hi everyone, and welcome to Tom and Harry SMMA. We're back with another video. This video, Harry again doesn't know what it's about. So I'm going to hit him on the spot with it. And believe me, this is genuinely true. We keep our videos to 10 minutes long. Harry's going to reveal, and myself, we're going to reveal some key things in this video towards the end. So please stick around and watch. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. That massively helps promote our channel. We're actually going to talk about the inside of our personal business presentations that we deliver.
Yeah.
It's really key. We get asked it all the time. Like, what do you actually talk about in your pitch? Like the pitch, as it were. We don't call it a pitch. It's a general conversation with a purpose. But let's get in, and we're going to talk about in this video inside of Tom and Harry's presentation. Let's talk about like the presentation. Let's just talk about it generally.
Yeah.
And we are going to go in. We are actually going to break this shit down, mate, aren't we? We'll talk about this bit. We talk about this bit. We talk about, and then we end with this bit, and throughout the whole 10-minute of this video, set the timer if you haven't already, we'll get through it. But like, first of all, the presentation.
Yeah.
How do we deliver it? Like, in what format?
So we deliver it via, well, 9 times out of 10, it'll be on Zoom. I mean, ideally you can go see these people in person, but it is a Zoom. It's a present. I don't like the word presentation anymore. It's a conversation on Zoom that is aided by a visual presentation, but that's all it is. It's a visual aid to help you discuss what you need to discuss. I think the most important part, not the most important part, but I think step one of this is like how you set up that meeting. Because we've had sales teams in the past, mate, where they've booked us loads of meetings. We've got to the meeting and that client didn't really know what they were showing up for.
Yeah.
And that's a massive, massive problem. I think the step one is making sure these people are showing up to your Zoom meeting after you've spoke them on the phone or you've contacted them on Instagram. They know what they're showing up for. But which is where, when you're booking these meetings or your sales team's booking these meetings, they're selling the meeting rather than selling your services. However, through that, they need to know what your services actually are. There's no point them turning up and they literally have no idea what services you're selling. They also need to know what they're turning up for, what you're actually going, and what upside there is to them for turning up to this free call.
Yeah. So with ourselves, whoever's listening, this is what we do. This is exactly what we do. What you're hearing from Harry now is what we are actually doing. So we will tell people, like, this is what the meeting's going to be. This is how long roughly the meeting will be. And we're actually going to discuss the strategy. And for those listening, we talk about the strategy. We literally talk about how we're going to deliver what we say we're going to deliver. We literally talk about it in the presentation. We don't blab on, mate, do we? But we keep it short. But we actually do tell them how we're going to do it. Maybe that goes against us because we give away a lot. But I think overall, mate, we've got a good balance. So the first thing, like revealing the inside of what we do, is we prep them. We prep the person really nicely to get on the call. Once they're on the call, and we're talking Zoom, and like Harry said, it can be in person. It's not a problem. And normally it's a PDF. And how do we do it? We go into Canva. We have a really nice presentation that we've put together in Canva. You then download that as a PDF, save it to your desktop, and then we have a PDF presentation. Like as simple as that. It's not fucking.
And if you're in the academy, you literally get our exact presentation.
You do. Yeah, you do. Which we won't go through in this video, but we are going to highlight and talk about the key points. So you can, if you close your eyes and imagine this shit, you'll be able to see exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so yeah, we get the PDF, we have it rolling. The front screen is literally the logo of the business with the name of our business, has our contact details on. That's the front screen. And that makes it really, really obvious. Yeah. The next stage, mate, would be what? It's about us. We talk about us as people real quick.
Yeah, just a brief rundown. But I think before you show, so when you get on the Zoom though, you don't have the PDF on the screen ready. You have like a 15-minute chat with them first, don't you? Which is where people get that's where you have small talk with them, you find out where their pain point lies, and then you go into the presentation. But
we have a little bit less than that, mate, because we've normally had a meeting or two before we actually have gone into like the strategy, which is quite heavy. But yeah, I think it's what you've got. You can't just dive into it. Go, okay, right. Thanks for getting on the call. Right, let's get slide one. Yeah, it's fucking nonsense. Just talk like a regular human being and just ask them how things are and how business is, and you can gauge quite a lot. And then you can say, right, I do want to talk to you about how we do what we do. So first page is like it's a bit of branding. Second page is about us, mate, don't we? We actually have our pictures on there. what we've done, where we come from. So it's just a little bit about us as a
We
business.
keep it fun. We keep it really headline. No one needs to know what fucking school you went to and like your whole fucking.
No.
It's literally just a tiny bit about you and just like, yeah,
Yeah.
just a bit about you. Then we go
Just
into testimonials,
case
case
studies.
studies.
Yeah.
So
So the next few slides, Harry's going to tell you, the next few slides, before we can talk about any strategy, it's always worth in your presentation, guys, to talk about the good times. Yeah, the people you've worked with that you've done well with. Okay, even if it was a free trial, like a trial client that you had, you need to say you've worked with other people right at the beginning.
yeah, the best line is right, guys. Before we go into what we do and how it works, to give myself a bit more credibility, I just want to run you through 4 or 5
Absolutely
different people we've worked with.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. And me and Harry literally say that word for word. Harry will tend to do that bit on our calls, and he will go straight in and go, look, just so I'm not blowing smoke. There was a guy we worked with called Tyler who I liked what he said when he actually pitched to us, and he went, Tom, do you know what? Before I get into the presentation, just to show that I'm not like just blowing smoke around, I need to tell you who I've worked with because it's important you get an understanding of me.
Yeah,
I was
and
like, shit,
yeah,
it does.
but if you've not worked, so
Oh,
yeah, so really that's where you take through the case studies. Like ideally, it's like right, I've made this person XYZ amount of money. I've made this person XYZ amount of money. Here's a video testimonial on the website and stuff. If you
yeah.
don't have that, you can say right, these are a few brands that I've done. Like I don't know, you could showcase a few
I've
examples of
partnered with, yeah,
yeah,
just
or
all
do
about
a free trial. But then you can, but yeah, but if it's difficult for you to do that and you don't have that, and all you've got is like examples of your work, so you've done example websites, example funnels, example ads, you can build your credibility throughout when you're talking about your services. So once we've done our testimonials and our case studies, we then go into and say, right, so you've seen what we've done for these other brands. This is what you really care about is how we've actually got those people those results. Then we go into our actual service delivery of like how we got them amazing results. And when you're explaining that part and you say, right, we do sales funnel creation. If you have you heard of sales funnels before? Have you experimented with them? They say no. You say, right, well, this is a website that I've converted into a sales funnel. Here's their existing website. I've converted to this. And then it's like a reveal moment where it's like, and they'll go, wow, that's amazing. I can see how having a sales funnel for that particular service looking like that is incredible. That's why creating these example pieces of your work, you don't need an existing client for. I could take, if I'm pitching to dental practices, go on a dental practice website down the road from you and turn their Invisalign page into an Invisalign funnel. So then you can put the client in the shoes of actually working with you. That's so important.
Yeah, so what Harry's talking about there, guys, if you're listening to it, that's called DHVing, which is demonstrating higher value. So, and we do that. We do that once we've done the part of the case studies, which is really important as like credibility, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
The next stage is you're demonstrating throughout the presentation, and this is what, and we are disclosing the inside of our workings here. We are demonstrating our knowledge and our higher value. That's DHVing, and you should be DHVing throughout your presentation, which we do. The other side of that, then, mate, is so we do the about us, we go straight into case studies. And when we say case studies, we have 3 slides on case studies. Each slide is a different case study. Case study 1, case study 2, case study 3. Okay. Then, mate, what do we do? We're then going, right, this is the strategy that we've implemented.
Yeah.
How much detail do we go into on that?
On the actual slides, not much, but we talk about the different pillars and the different services that we offer that all feed together. Really, you want to make it as visual as possible. Like if you're reading slide after slide and paragraph after paragraph explaining how retargeting ads work and stuff like that, they're not going to be listening to you. You need to show it visually. You need to be like, right, what we do, here's a sales funnel. Here's an example ad that we would then send to this sales funnel. Here's how this information feeds through to Go High Level. And we get a live sub account up on Go High Level and show the conversations that are happening rather than trying to tell them how our Go High Level automations work, which is the automations happen when a lead comes through. We show them the actual, like in real time, it coming through. We say, right, here's a lead that came through this morning on this sub account. They've already gone through the conversation. They've booked their appointment, and that's a potential $2,000 client. So we make it really visual and try and showcase what we're doing through real work we've done. And you don't need
Yeah.
an existing client to do that. You can do that if you're a beginner off of the street.
You can.
You just need to build, like I said, pretend like that client over there is a client of yours, and build a sub account and all that good stuff around it.
We literally, guys, we literally will show the strategy, but also show how that's already working or what actually that really looks like. But we're 10 minutes in, 10 minutes video done.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
that's kind of it, really. And then you just you
yeah.
set your services after and go from there.
Yeah. So yeah, real quick summary. Like we actually demonstrate what platforms we use, how we do it. If you've got more than like 2 lines of text on your presentation, then fucking get rid of it, because you're not designed to read it word for word. That's another bit that I've got inside here that we do. We don't have a lot of text. We have diagrams. Then we don't have the price at the end of the presentation. There's no pricing on it. They will ask how much the service is, and we will then give a range verbally of what we are in terms of our pricing.
And then
there we go.
And we'll confirm that price. Yeah, then we'll confirm that price on a proposal, then negotiate the price. Or if we do know the price, because sometimes we do know the price on the call, we'll just tell them the price on the call. But sometimes it's a bit back and forth based on what we've learned in the call. But yeah, that's a good video. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. We're back posting every single day, so please subscribe. Continually follow us on Apple Music and the podcast, because that grows really nicely. If you're interested in the academy and you want to get hold of our actual presentations, you want to understand exactly how we do things from an ad perspective to a sales funnel, our sales funnel templates, our sales calls, literally copy and paste everything Tom and I have done to get our agencies where it is today. Literally, it's all in the academy, plus the ongoing mentorship, the weekly calls you get, the concierge chat that you have with myself and Tom 24/7 in a flagged inbox. It's literally your golden ticket to scaling your agency, and the amount of agencies we've scaled to crazy figures is ridiculous. And yeah, it's all on Instagram and YouTube. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for tomorrow's video.